My dog. He said push my last button this morning. And I still haven't got my Bible ready. Ow! Oh, my Lord. She was nice and calm, and then all of a sudden, she got a second wind. I'm all dressed for church, and I am covered in head to toe. Let go of my foot in dog hair. You guys, this dog does not respond to zapping. She's like, let me one-up you. I'll bite you harder than that thing zaps. She's so good. And then she's not. You know, Ruby, 90%, I'm actually wearing all navy, and 90% of my clothes are either black or navy. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I buy. I just bought some really nice golf pants that are not, there's, you know, golf pants are like, these are not golf pants, but they're like, the hair is not supposed to stick to them. It's not true. Everything I have, everything I wear is covered in. You should see the dog hair in our brand new truck, and the dog has not been in it. It is covered in dog hair. There's dog hair on the windshield. It's everywhere. Get out of there. All right. I think we're going to lay down now. She's climbing up to her spot to look around. Winnie, get up there. Get up there and lay down. Get up there and lay down. And I'll do what I want. All right, February 22nd. No, I don't golf. I just like their pants. They're slender. It's very slimming. They're very slimming. Leviticus 17:1-16, prohibitions against eating blood. Then the Lord said to Moses, give the following instructions to Aaron and his sons and all the people of Israel. This is what the Lord has commanded. If any native Israelite sacrifices a bull or a lamb or a goat anywhere inside or outside the camp, instead of bringing it to the entrance of the tabernacle to present it as an offering to the Lord, that person will be as guilty as a murderer. Such a person has shed blood and will be cut off from the community. The purpose of this rule is to stop the Israelites from sacrificing animals in an open field. It will ensure that they bring their sacrifices to the priest at the entrance of the tabernacle so he can present them to the Lord as a peace offering. Then the priest will be able to splatter the blood against the Lord's altar at the entrance of the tabernacle, and he will burn the fat as a pleasing aroma to the Lord. The people must no longer be unfaithful to the Lord by offering sacrifices to the goat idols. This is a permanent law for them to be observed from generation to generation. Give them this command as well. If any native Israelite or foreigner living among you offers a burnt offering as a sacrifice, but does not bring it to the entrance of the tabernacle to offer it to the Lord. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Yes, I'm using my shirt to wipe my nose. Yes, I know. I am 48. It's okay. Okay, no. And if any native Israelite or foreigner living among you eats or drinks blood in any form, I will turn against that person and cut him off from the community of your people. For the life of the body is in its blood. I have given you the blood on the altar to purify you, making you right with the Lord. It is the blood given in exchange for a life that makes purification possible. That is why I have said to the people of Israel, you must never eat or drink blood, neither you nor the foreigners living among you. And if any native Israelite or foreigner living among you goes hunting and kills an animal or a bird that is approved for eating, he must drain its blood and cover it with earth. The life of every creature is in its blood. That is why I have said to the people of Israel, you must never eat or drink blood, for the life of any creature is in its blood. So whoever consumes the blood will be cut off from the community. And if any native-born Israelite or foreigner eats the meat of an animal that died naturally or was torn up by wild animals, they must wash their clothes and bathe themselves in water. They will remain ceremonially unclean until evening, but then they will be clean. But if they do not wash their clothes and bathe themselves, they will be punished for their sin. Forbidden sexual practices. Leviticus 18, 1 through 30. Then the Lord said to Moses, give the following instructions to the people of Israel. I am the Lord your God, so do not act like the people of Egypt, where you used to live, or the people of Canaan, where I am taking you. You must not imitate their way of life. You must obey all my regulations and be careful to obey my decrees, for I am the Lord your God. If you obey my decrees and regulations, you will find life through them. I am the Lord. You must never have sexual relations with a close relative, for I am the Lord. Do not violate your father by having sexual relations with your mother. She is your mother. You must not have sexual relations with her. Do not have sexual relations with any of your father's wives, for this would violate your father. Do not have sexual relations with your sister or half sister, whether she is your father's daughter or your mother's daughter, whether she is born into your household or someone else's. Winifred, come here. Winnie, come here. Do not have sexual relations with your sister or your half sister, whether she is your father's daughter or your mother's daughter, whether she is born into your household or someone else's. Do not have sexual relations with your granddaughter, whether she is your son's daughter or your daughter's daughter, for this would violate yourself. Do not have sexual relations with your stepsister, the daughter of any of your father's wives, for she is your sister. Do not have sexual relations with your father's sister, she is your father's close relative. Do not have sexual relations with your mother's sister, for she is your mother's close relative. Do not violate your uncle, your father's brother, by having sexual relations with his wife, for she is your aunt. Do not have sexual relations with your daughter in law. She is your son's wife, so you must not have sexual relations with her. Do not have sexual relations with your brother's wife, for this would violate your brother. Do not have sexual relations with both a woman and her daughter, and do not take her granddaughter, whether her son's daughter or her daughter's daughter, and have sexual relations with her. They are close relatives, and this would be a wicked act. While your wife is living, do not marry her sister and have sexual relations with her, for they would be rivals. Do not have sexual relations with a woman during her period of menstrual impurity. Do not defile yourselves by having sexual intercourse with your neighbor's wife. Do not permit any of your children to be offered as a sacrifice to Moloch, for you must not bring shame on the name of your God. I am the Lord. Do not practice homosexuality, having sex with another man as with a woman. It is a detestable sin. A man must not defile himself by having sex with an animal. A woman must not offer herself to a male animal to have intercourse with it. This is a perverse act. Do not defile yourselves in any of these ways, for the people I am driving out before you have defiled themselves in all of these ways. Because the entire land has become defiled, I am punishing the people who live there. I will cause the land to vomit them out. You must obey all my decrees and regulations. You must not commit any of these detestable sins. This applies to both native-born Israelites and to foreigners living among you. All of these detestable activities are practiced by the people of the land where I am taking you, and this is how the land has become defiled. So do not defile the land and give it a reason to vomit you out. Sorry. As it will vomit out the people who live there now. Whoever commits any of these detestable sins will be cut off from the community of Israel. So obey my instructions and do not defile yourselves by committing any of these detestable practices that were committed by the people who lived in the land before you. I am the Lord your God. Holiness is personal conduct. Winnie, come here, please. Come on. Winnie. Usually she comes to that. She knows I'm live. That's why she's ignoring me. Winifred, come here. Come here. Do you want this? Do you want it? Come get it. Okay, now that I can see you, lay down there. You got what? Here. This is what you wanted. Love, right? Okay, now lay down. Leviticus 19, 1 through 37. The Lord also said to Moses, give the following instructions to the entire community of Israel. You must be holy because I, the Lord your God, am holy. Each of you must show great respect for your mother and father, and you must always observe my Sabbath days of rest. I am the Lord your God. Do not put your trust in idols or make metal images of gods for yourselves. I am the Lord your God. When you sacrifice a peace offering to the Lord, offer it properly, so you will be accepted by God. The sacrifice must be eaten the same day you offer it or the next day. Whether it is left over until the third day, Whatever is left over until the third day must be completely burned up. If any of the sacrifice is eaten on the third day, it will be contaminated, and I will not accept it. Anyone who eats it on the third day will be punished for defiling what is holy to the Lord and will be cut off from the community. When you harvest the crops of your land, do not harvest the grain from the edges of your fields, and do not pick up what the harvesters drop. It is the same with your grape crop. Do not strip every last bunch of grapes from the vines, and do not pick up the grapes that fall to the ground. Leave them for the poor and the foreigners living among you. I am the Lord your God. Do not steal. Do not deceive or cheat one another. Do not bring shame on the name of your God by using it to swear falsely. I am the Lord. Do not defraud or rob your neighbor. Do not make your hired workers get off the Bible. Do not make your hired workers wait until the next day to receive their pay. Do not insult the deaf or cause blind to stumble. You must fear your God. I am the Lord. Do not twist justice in legal matters by favoring the poor or being partial to the rich and powerful. Always judge people fairly. Do not spread slanderous gossip among your people. Do not stand idly by when your neighbor's life is threatened. I am the Lord. Do not nurse hatred in your heart for any of your relatives. Confront people directly so you will not be held guilty for their sin. Do not seek revenge or bear a grudge against a fellow Israelite, but love your neighbor as yourself. I am the Lord. You must obey all my decrees. Do not mate two different kinds of animals. Do not plant your field with two different kinds of seed. Do not wear clothing woven from two different kinds of thread. If a man has sex with a slave girl whose freedom has never been purchased, but who is committed to become another man's wife, he must pay full compensation to her master. But since she is not a free woman, neither the man nor the woman will be put to death. The man, however, must bring a ram as a guilt offering and present it to the Lord at the entrance of the tabernacle. The priest will then purify him before the Lord with the ram of the guilt offering, and the man's sin will be forgiven. When you enter the land and plant fruit trees, leave the fruit unharvested for the first 3 years and consider it forbidden. Do not eat it. In the fourth year, the entire crop must be consecrated to the Lord as a celebration of praise. Finally, in the 5th year, you may eat the fruit. If you follow this pattern, your harvest will increase. I am the Lord your God. Do not eat meat that has not been drained of its blood. Do not practice fortune telling or witchcraft. Do not trim off the hair on your temples or trim your beards. Do not cut your bodies for the dead, and do not mark your skin with tattoos. I am the Lord. Do not defile your daughter by making her a prostitute, or the land will be filled with prostitution and wickedness. Keep my Sabbath days of rest and show reverence towards my sanctuary. I am the Lord. Do not defile yourselves by turning to mediums or to those who consult the spirits of the dead. I am the Lord your God. Stand up in the presence of the elderly and show respect for the aged. Fear your God. I am the Lord. Do not take advantage of foreigners who live among you in your land. Treat them like native-born Israelites and love them as you love yourself. Remember that you were once foreigners living in the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God. Do not use dishonest standards when measuring length, weight, or volume. Your scales and weights must be accurate. Your containers for measuring dry materials or liquids must be accurate. I am the Lord your God who brought you out of the land of Egypt. You must be careful to keep all of my decrees and regulations by putting them into practice. I am the Lord. All right. I think Winnie is ready for a nanny poopy so Mama can go to church. You need to take a nappy nap. Do you need a nap? I love this dog with all of my heart. I miss my afternoons on Sunday. How? Stop! Of being able to lay on the couch and chill. Not anymore. Those days are gone because I have a Winnie. Don't I? I wish you could see her. She's laying her nose right on the zapper. Usually she's sound asleep by now, but not this morning. All right, girls. I'm off to church, and then I got to go to Publix because I don't have any cottage cheese left. How am I supposed to do curds and wow without cottage cheese? I think one of these Curds and Wow videos, I'm going to have to make my own cottage cheese and see what happens. But I need to go get some cottage cheese. I hope you all have a good afternoon. Get some rest. Don't forget that if you're part of the movement or if you're part of group coaching, there's a movement challenge starting tomorrow. Be on the lookout for the opening ceremonies. Be prepared. Be strategizing. Is that a word, strategizing? I think so. All right. God, our Father, we thank you for this day. Thank you for our time together. Thank you for your holy word and the time that we have to dig in and learn more about you and draw closer to you and just open our eyes to what you would have for us, God. I pray for each woman here as we head into this new week. Help us to be prepared, to be thinking today about what we need in order to have a successful week of healing our bodies, of strengthening our bodies, of honoring you with our bodies. Help us to make plans as we head into this week that honor you in your precious name. Amen. All right, girls. You posted a link in Circle to what? To the movement challenge? Or to something else? All right. I love you all. I hope you have a fabulous day. Oh, to make my own cottage cheese. That's what you're talking about. Making my own cottage cheese, I bet. Do you think you can do it with Fairlife, Mary? Well, I know you can't ferment Fairlife, but do you think you can make your own cottage cheese with Fairlife? I mean, it would cost you an arm and a leg, but it would be protein packed. Fairlife is what I've been using in my lattes every morning lately. I tried it out, and the low fat Fairlife makes really good foam for a latte, and it's packed with protein, and it's really good, and it's not super high carb. It's like 5 grams of fat. Winnie, 5 grams of fat, 6 carbs, something like that, in a cup, but it's got like 13 grams of protein, something like that. So I've been making all my lattes out of it since my latte is always my breakfast. Hi, Winifred. Would you like to say goodbye to everyone? Come on. Look, look here, right here, over here. Look, say goodbye. You say goodbye. Stinky breath. She's got a rotted tooth. She's busted a tooth a few weeks ago, and it's been wiggly for weeks on end. She still hasn't lost it. And so it does not smell so great. I think we should get it looked at, Winnie. It doesn't look too great either. Ew! All right. I love you, girls. Have a great day, and I'll see you all tomorrow. If I have to change my clothes before church, you are going to get in trouble. I can't get to the end button. Let go of me. I can't get to the